Hello. What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Good afternoon. Good day to you. What's happening in your world today? We're going to have some fun today. We're going to tier rank some WWE championships. Yeah. It's going to be silly. Before we do all of that, let us enjoy our day. Thought you never get notifications when I'm live? That's a bummer. I don't like that at all. No. Yeah, we're going to do tier rank WWE championships. I had fun going through last week and we looked at some of the legacy championships on WWE Shop. And I had fun with you guys. So this way we can work together. We could tier rank some belts, see what we think. It'll be a lot of fun. Because I don't, as the thumbnail suggests, I don't know what's good or bad. Some of them are bad. Some of them are bad. You guys let me know what you think. The other thing I want to mention too, as we get started here, we just launched this yesterday. In case you didn't join us, if you are here today, thank you very much. But we have two membership tiers that we just launched. Well, one was the original one. We have a simple supporter, which is $1.99. I've updated the emotes there so you guys can get fresh ones for how long you've been members. We got new emojis in there too. And then we have the club member level, which is brand new, giving you WWE pay-per-view reviews that we will do for the members for the club, the OC, the best original club. And we'll do member-only live streams every single month. Plus, you're getting all of the original stuff from the original tier. If you ever have suggestions of what you'd like to see on the show and what we do live, let me know. And 2K23 is coming. She's coming hard. That's what she said. She's coming in real fast, brother. I'd love to know what you guys think about title belts. And, yeah, we'll get started in just a moment here. James McMillan, you upgraded. James, thank you for being the first Assemble Club member to update today. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. You get WrestleMania. We're kicking off that tier with doing our reviews. We're kicking off the pay-per-view reviews with WrestleMania, doing night 1 and night 2 reviews for Mania. I'm very excited about it. We'll be watching WrestleMania. I am still debating, ladies and gentlemen, if we are going to have a watch-along for WrestleMania's night 1 and 2. It's a lot, but Triple H is trying to just shrink that card, isn't he? So it might only be like a 3-hour pay-per-view each night. So I don't know. I'm debating just chilling here, you guys, and watch WrestleMania. Live stream it. Not stream it here. Watch along. But we will have the reviews after that. I own the left right title. Amir, that's amazing. I'd be happy to sure. Yeah, Scott, I'm kind of in the middle. Like a 3 hours is great for a pay-per-view. It's just enough. And you're doing 2 nights of WrestleMania. I know the downside right now for people, and I do agree that we're not going to see other superstars. They're not going to get necessarily on the card. It's a double-edged sword there, right? And it's a good, interesting point. Like, on one hand, you want everyone to get a payday. You want everyone to have a shot in a battle royal, in a tag team match, brother. Like, you want everyone to have a shot. However, when you limit it, and because it's a 2-night show, you're kind of like, well, there's so much show. Like, we could definitely get everyone on the card. But I also look at it and think, well, if you have a 3 nights on night 1, 3 nights on night 2, you're really emphasizing those stories. And you're giving everyone potentially a little bit more time for matches to happen, instead of where we used to have like 6 minutes of a women's title match. And then now, obviously, in the new era, it's different. They give women like the main event, which is great. But you get like a fatal 4-way tag team match, and you're kind of like, whatever. Or the battle royal would be 10 minutes, and you're like, eh. Stuff that didn't really necessarily matter, or they didn't give enough time. I'd rather see them invest more. Also, it kind of puts emphasis on people that are not on the card. Maybe they need to work harder. And I'm not throwing shade at anybody, because people work hard all year long and then they lose the spots to, say, like a legend coming back, and it's kind of tough. But you can also take it as like, okay, it's an opportunity for me to work harder, try to get better, so that next year I can get on the card. You're making it almost like more elite, use a different word, but you know, you're making it more prestige. There's more prestige in there if you're like, I need to get on the WrestleMania card, not just everyone gets on the card. So it makes WrestleMania feel, I think, a little bit more special, because it's the top storylines, the top stars, the ones they've really pushed all year round, or that have had the best stories going into Mania, are getting on the card. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, man, I wish that other people, because like you look at Alexa Bliss, who's been off TV, you look at Liv Morgan, who may not get on WrestleMania card, even though she's worked all year round. Like, I don't know. Yeah, Showcase of the Immortals. And it's tricky too, because in the world of wrestling, you're like, well, it's up to the writers, it's up to Triple H, it's up to WWE. They will decide who they're going to push. And if they say it's going to be, you know, a stripped down WrestleMania where there are fewer matches and people almost need to like really showcase that they can earn a spot at WrestleMania and get over, you then have moments of like, okay, what if a legend decides they want to return? Will they take up a spot? And, you know, it's hard that way. I get it. I'm excited though. Ramit, why do we keep saying damn Farouk? Okay, sure. Kilowatt, club member, brother, too sweet. Welcome to the club. Thank you for your support. Let's take a look at some of these title belts, shall we? Have a little bit of fun here. We'll get into some silliness. Now, we do have tiers. There's a million of these tier lists. So we'll do our best here. We'll have some fun. All this stuff started out here. So it all looks nice. All right. You got A, B, C, and D. Yeah, Farouk is a legend. He's great. And then we have, I think, almost all the titles. A lot of titles. I'm trying to see if this thing is up to date or not. Got the women's. Does it have blue universal? Does not. Ah, this one's a little outdated. All right. I can work with this. This is fine. It's fine. Don't worry. Let's see. So we got these tiers. Idiot's House. Welcome to the club member. Dude, thank you for being a club member. Too sweet to you, brother. Okay, I'm gonna kind of go at random here. Now, because this thing doesn't have the blue universal title, we'll go with the red one. Kind of mirror it. Red and blue, it's basically the exact same. Your thought now, the red blue universal title, the WWE title, it's the same design. It's the same design. How do we kick this thing off? It's kind of outdated. It's fine, Kadar. It's fine. I'm not hating on it. All the titles are still there. What do we do here? This red universal title and the WWE title. B? C? It's so generic. Like, I like it, but I don't love it by any means. It lacks so much personality. Say C. Go and C. Because it's just the red one. Specifically the red and the blue ones, I almost put it C or D. Because at least with the WWE title, it's black. B. I'm kind of thinking C. Now okay, we'll put the red title at C. Now, what do you do with the WWE title? Were to jam on it, it does look like jam. Damage control, hi. Where do we put the WWE title, the black one, the current one? Is that a B because it's just black, or is it like number 1 of the C? Is it also C, or is it like a high level C? Because it's the same belt. It's the same stinking belt, just reversed, colored. C black, they're average. They're average. Finn, they are average. Do you love the spinner belt? I love the spinner belt. I've become like nostalgic for spinner belt. B. Top C. All right, I'm gonna put it at top C for now. We can come back. We can work on this, brother. Don't worry. Now let's get into something that's a little bit more fun. Big gold F. No, I'm kidding. I'm screwing with you. Are you kidding me right now? That's a big old F, dummy. Yeah, no, it's not. It's quite lovely. Where do we put the big gold belt? Is the big gold A tier? B tier? It's got to be an A and B. S tier. B, 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 A, yeah, B. S for S tier. My favorite is current. I like the IC title. Growing on me, brother. Idiot House with the $3. Thank you, brother. Okay, I'm putting this at A tier. Again, there's like A tier and then there's like the top of the tier. So we'll put it in there for A class right now. It could be a B, but why do you think it's a B? Hit me up in the chat. Why would the big goal be a B for you? Is it just because it's like busy, or just like kind of looks like flat? No. Tribal Chief, I'm doing great. I'm having fun. I wanted to do a tier rank with you guys. Fun during the day. And if you guys can, hit the like button on the stream too, brother. It helps a big way as we get going. By the way, also, we did 2 videos this week on the channel. They both done real well. So this is my thank you to you. You're somebody that watched those videos because they perform well, and I had fun doing them. Anyways, let's look at, okay, we got big gold here. Now, WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Yeah. F has got to be real bad, and we'll get to something real bad. Oh, women's tag. A C, Idiot's House? A B? Get out of here. Get out of here with your B's. With your B's. C or D, Scott? Like a high D? F. E. LaBailey, get out of here. Tribal Chief with your A's. You put your A's for that title. You get out of there, brother. Okay, I'm putting it as a D. Idiot House, the design it's not terrible design. Got some yellow. It's a little different. Frankly, it could be argued that it's better than the men's tag titles. Let's talk about it. SmackDown. Now, these are we have the penny belts, right? But this thing has the SmackDown, the Raw, and it has the pennies. So they're all the same. They just got pennies on them. Where do you put, in your mind, let's just say the current titles, tag titles? The red, the blue, and the pennies. F? I gotta say, so I'm gonna put penny belt as the highest F. This just doesn't even matter which order you put them in, but they're all Fs to me. Come on. C's, get out of here. Skills. What are you talking about? Both our current tags are C's. They're kind of, I don't know. I feel like they're just really low. The older ones I love. Maybe I'm just too nostalgic for it. But I love the old ones. These new ones have no personality. Cult of personality. They lack. Hold on here. I'm trying to look at chats. Super chats too. Avi, thank you very much. Universal belt has green White Ranger effect. It does. Elia Pison or Elia Pison? Hi. Okay. We got those tag titles. We're putting them in F. Big Gold doesn't deserve an A. It's subjective. We can move these things. We don't have to be married to anything. Do we, VJC? I see you in there. WWE Championship. The one The Rock unveiled where he goes, that's badass. I do like this title, and they didn't do it very long. I liked how big it was. It was so big. The W is so big on it. But I don't like how champion is so stretched out and kind of curvy. You know what I mean? Don't like slant it down and then up with it. It's a C. Now, where is it on the C? Is it top C? Is it a top D? Or is it like a high C? Get it? High C? D? Well, JJ, we're talking spinners. We're talking about the current titles. You're jumping ahead. A mid C. Low C. The Ultimate Nightmare. Hi, buddy. Mid C. All right. It's above. I know it's above the red Universal title. You got to tell me that right now. Yeah. Okay. One that is women's tag on the D. Why women's tag on the D? Well, it's just because we're just not nuts on it. It's subjective. It's a high D. It could be a low C. We don't know yet. We'll revisit. Now, we're going to talk about spinner belt. WWE World Heavyweight Championship spinner belt. Why am I asking chat if you don't care? I do care. I'm asking everybody. But you got to understand something. There's a lot of you in here, and everyone has an opinion. So I'm trying my best to balance it out. Coming at me. A's and B's. If it's a B, I think it's a top B. Does it lose prestige because it spins? But then they got rid of the spin. And I do really like this belt with John Cena, with CM Punk, even Triple H. Everybody wore it. And there's a lot of history in there. I'm looking at you guys and you're like, A's. Spinner belt is underrated? I don't know. I don't like the spin, but when they got rid of the spin, yeah, I'm putting it as A. And you guys too. You guys are saying a lot of A's. A lot of A's and B's. It could be a top B. It could be a low A. So right now we'll put it in here. I'm trying to meet you guys in the middle. F, Javi. Come on. A low B. It's all subjective. Is it a low A? The big title? Edge Custom Spinner Belt is. Okay. Okay. For now, we'll put it in the low A. It's either a top B or it's a low A. High G for God title. Daniel Bryan's Earth title. The Eco title. I don't love it. Personally, I'm looking at it in the B. So authentic. It's so authentic. Feeling B. Because it's so unique, so different. I know it could kind of almost flip-flop because people are like, I see you guys in the chat, you're like, dude, it's an F. It's a terrible looking title. But it's so weird and different that I'm almost like, I give it credit. This is hard. Just want to say thank you for all the great content. Oh, Carl, thank you very much for coming by. Authentically friendly. C? I mean, if I put it as a C, it's got to be up there, like there, isn't it? D for doo-doo. Oh, nice. Check on. All right, we're good. I'm trying to... C. You guys are saying C. Okay, we're going to put it behind... C's fair. Okay, all right. Kind of liked it. Put an F for them. You're fickle. Fickle. Trying not to. Stuff showing up. Okay. WWE Championship. Undisputed Championship, I should say. Famously with Brock Lesnar, Undertaker, Eddie Guerrero. I've been looking back at this title and I've been liking it a lot more. So when I was a youngin' and this was the title, I didn't like it. But I was also bitter because they got rid of the blown up the Attitude Era Winged Eagle. So I was bitter because they ditched it and they put this in its place, and I was like, "Oh, what is this thing, brother?" Most of you I'm seeing B's. Okay. I'm okay with the B. Show I could put it anywhere I want. Watch this. Boom, I did that day. No, I'm not gonna. B. Healthy B. So you guys are reasonable people. You're just like me. You're like, you know what? We're trying to think this out. Guys, it's okay. It's B. It's the B. Okay. Now, I apologize. This title, the WWE, WWF title, famous with like Austin, Rock, Stone Cold. It's Attitude Era, Mankind, Triple H, the game. I'm sorry, this is an A tier for me, and it's above. It's like, I know I'm trying to include everybody, but I got a little bias here. That is my favorite title. Logan Drew, Matt, you should add an S tier. Yeah, some of those titles are just superior to others. Interesting. Can I add an S tier? Can I add a tier? Add a row above. Okay. S tier, Logan. You're welcome. Middle of the A. It's so ugly. You don't know. You don't know what this title meant. Okay. I put it in S tier. All right. Make people happy. For me, it's S tier. That was Attitude Era. Is this title? We'll get to Big Gold in a second. We'll reshuffle the deck a little bit. This Attitude Era WWE WWF title. S tier? Okay. Big Gold. Behind it, in S tier. Then you put WWE Spinner Belt A tier. Okay? That I'm okay with. This is now looking nice. This is looking healthy. Idiot House putting in your C's. Dropping C's and B's like it's nobody's business. Okay, this is good. We're gonna live like this for a minute. Just for a minute. If you're not enjoying the tiers, I can't help you. I'm clicking the mouse. But we're doing our best here. Alright. Winged Eagle. Not really controversial. Is Winged Eagle just S tier because it's the Winged Eagle title? S tier. I see S tier. S tier. A's. A tier. Top A tier? Or is it S tier? If we play it in the S tier right now, I see a lot of S tiers. Okay. Is it... I think it's better than Big Gold. You guys are great. This is fun. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good morning right now. I got my tea. I got you guys. We're hanging out. We're talking a little bit of stuff. Good day. I'm having a positive day. S tier. Literally the best. Venom Gaming. I'm doing great. I'm having a great day. Low A's. A yeah tier. Next time, I'll do a yeah tier. Okay. Winged Eagle S. First S. Kind of think... Anthony, hi. I kind of think... Big Gold ahead of Winged Eagle. What? Zanny Bars. What's up, brother? We're going to leave it like that for now. I personally want this belt, number 1. But that's just in stuff. But this title, the Winged Eagle, is pretty beautiful. Okay. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Broke Skull title. Broken Skull Ranch title. No, I'm kidding. Smoking Skull title belt. Bro, no. What do you mean, no? Winged Eagle, there's a lot of history debuted with Hogan. Got screwed out of the title. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of history there. C's, yeah. It's not great. It's more fun than the red title. Can I do that? It's just because, like the Brahma Bull title. At least it's got personality. It's silly. D. B. You guys are saying, you guys really like this belt. I almost think it's better than Brian's. It's custom. Yeah, like it's a custom belt. So, does it make it into the B's? C or D? Is it a high C? Because it's custom? Aravind Sakar? This is my profession, brother. You're looking at it. You're looking at one happy guy. B? Worse than Brian. I think it's worse than Brian's. My God. I'm going to put it as a high C. Not better than the Undisputed. It's got more personality. I know it's a gimmick one. Okay. For now. The white strapped Intercontinental Championship, brother. A tier? Big MGM, well, thank you. It's hard. This is stressful because everyone's got an opinion. If I did this with a group of people in a room, like in a real room, people would be throwing knives. A tier. Oh my goodness. A's, S, high B's. A, yeah. S tier. Low S? You gotta be careful with the S tier. The S tier is S tier. That is S tier. Okay. See a lot of S. The A's from like Paul, high S. I think it just makes that right there. It's above the spinner belt, so it's either the top of the A's or it's a low S. It's a beautiful design. Low C. What's going on, Jeremy? Low S. A's. Okay. It's a debate between these two. For right now, we'll put it in the S tier, but we can't go crazy with the S tiers. There, everything ends up in an S tier. Javi, make a poll for every belt? Oh, Javi. I would. I appreciate it. That's a lot of work. It's a little bit easier right now if I see who's that. Intercontinental Blackstrap Attitude Era IC title. Yeah, but the actual strap, the white strap, the design is beautiful. The reason why it's used as a world title in other feds? It's a very good point. Wow, you guys are like down into the B's and D's. C's and D's. I love the IC title. It's a little thin, but it's got a lot of history. Okay, the B's are coming in hot. high C to low B. I see a ton of B's from you guys. It's a little small when you really look at it, especially with like people that held it. I loved it. I love the history behind this IC title, but I also was Attitude Era kid. Okay. All right. It's behind the Undisputed for a B. If not, it's a high C. Right now, I'm putting it into the B's. Not the B's. Scott, it's got the B's, man. All right. What year is that Intercontinental title? Is that 1994? The black strap. Was that Warrior? Arda, what's up, buddy? When is the date for the special live for channel members? Haven't scheduled the full date because, well, it's probably going to be in the next week or so is when we'll have one. B's 94. A or B? A's. It's a nice belt. Or is it the late 97? Doesn't matter what year it is. Nice belt. Is it A tier though? I don't know. Kind of feel like it's B tier. Because you have the white strap. It's the same. Just the white. So it's got to be, I guess it's got to be up in the A's if you're going to put the white strap there. It's the same belt. It's just different color. It's a B. Okay, it's a B. You guys are stressing me out right now. A high A, says Scott. A high A. I got to feel like it's down in the B. Something about it just being black, on the like the black strap, is not working for me, brother. Timothy Chambers, good morning. I pre-ordered 2K23 Deluxe Edition on my Xbox. Way to go. 2K still hasn't took my money on my bank account. When will they? They might do it on the day of release or when it can be installed. So it might still be like next week. They might be waiting on it. B for the black strap. Yeah, it's like a B for the black strap because the white one just pops so much better. I don't know if the current US championship. Sure, Steam in charge. Scott, yeah, I put I got the Icon Edition on PC. And they took it out of my account. Low B. Ah, you guys are okay. US Championship, the original US Championship, WWE United States Championship. Not a fan. I'm actually not a fan of the US title. A's? Guys, am I missing something? I don't like how small it was. It was so small. Low S. My goodness, you guys have good... Well, everyone likes it. B's. B's. Avi says B. A. A tier? Okay, I'm just wrong. I'm clearly wrong here. I'm doing things wrong in life. I'm not a fan of it, but that's just me. For the soldiers. Okay, fair enough. But we have to look at the design. We have to consider a lot of things here. Just Dev just became a club member. Brother, thank you very much. Too sweet. You get a WrestleMania review. 2 nights. Top B? You guys really like this thing. I see like some B's. I see like B's is perfect. A or B. A or B. Low C. I'm not personally a big fan of it. I don't like how tiny it looked on guys. But I'm also not crazy on the current US title. Okay. Okay. I'm going with a B. We're going with top B. Because I don't think it's better than that belt. Whether it's spinning or not spinning. I can also see it being like a top C. We can put these ones together. And remember, we can go back to our tier list. We can make some final adjustments. Women's, the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships. Go. Have at it. I don't know what to do with these. Now, what I do know, what I can tell you, brother, is that they're not S tier and they're not A tier because they're the same damn thing. So it's got to be almost, to me, it feels like it's got to be C tier because we did that with the Universal title, the red one. I like that. It's the same as it's the C tier. It's C tier, isn't it? You can't say it's D because it's not any different than the men's. Like, it's the same belt, just with the white. Is it just high D's? Is there G? There's no G, Travis. C tier? To me, it's C tier. And I kind of like it more than the regular Universal title. That's me. It's so generic, but so is the Universal. But I like the white more than the all red. Chillin' guy, the women's deserve equal? They do. It's equally bad. Put it in C. It's in C. It's in C. Undisputed a B? People voted. I look at the numbers. I see the letters. Women's wrestling equals. Well, the titles are all terrible. Well, average, I should say. Okay. The 24/7 championship. Sorry, I'm putting that thing in C's because it's right there with the undisputed men's championship. 24/7 title, S tier, right? Right there. But I assume. So bad. It's so terrible. Why was that a decision? So the 24/7 title is S tier title. Above Winged Eagle. Come after me. Oh, I'm kidding. It's gonna be down here. Very terrible. Can I not put it in a category? Can I leave it out? How about that? How about we don't acknowledge it? Okay. The WWE Cruiserweight Championship. I wish they bring back the Cruiserweight Classic #1. Unique design. I don't think it's an F. So I don't love it. I like that it's different. But I gotta feel like it's a D. And I'm seeing a lot of Ds so far. I'm seeing some Bs and Cs. Above the women's titles. Is it a C here? Now, a lot of you guys are saying D's, and I'm kind of in the same ballpark. It could be a low last C. Could we agree on like a low C, last level C to the top D? Title is to last C, D, D, to high D. C for Cruiserweight. Okay. Ooh, you guys are you guys are pretty split on this. D's and D's. It's a toss-up. Okay. I could either put it. It's just a coin toss right now. Like it could go there or there. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna do that. That's my move. All right. Next we have WWE Tag Team titles. Got the red ones. You got the world titles, which was like 90s, right? And then like with these ones, these are your like your SmackDown tag team titles, which I actually like those. I do like those. Okay, let's start off with these red ones. Reddish tinted tag titles. Not crazy on it. Kind of feel like a B. It's like a meh. It's fine. Maybe it's the coloring on this. Maybe it's the lighting on this picture. I'm not into it. I feel like it's a B. Or it's a top C. B? Okay, I see B's. I'm leaving it there. Now we're going to get into these ones. These World Tag Team titles had a lot of legacy. A lot of history in these ones. I'm kind of feeling like these are going to be either a top B or we're moving them into an A. Do we put them right there? Top B? Seeing B's and I'm seeing A's. By the way, if you're having fun here on the show, just hit the like button. You're on your phone there. Pause. Take your coffee. Put that bad boy down for a second. Take your sandwich out of your mouth. Holding your sandwich in one hand, phone in the other one, or maybe you're on the computer. Either way, just tap that thumbs up. It goes a long way. It helps support your boy. The top B's. All right, here we go. Then we got this like the SmackDown tag team titles. I liked when Hendrick and London held these. But that's what I think of when I think of those titles. I think they're above the red ones. think they're A. They're pretty great. This is an A. Are we basing off looks or emotional connection to its respected era? If so, most are S. Vito, it's complicated. A B? Can you watch the Icon Edition Ruthless Aggression pack trailer? Is there a pack trailer? What are you talking about? You got my attention. They do. I don't see nothing. Are you lying to me? Don't tease me. There's no... Oh! Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. You are correct. No one's lying here. Ruthlessing the Bad Bunny. I don't care about the Bad Bunny. I'm looking at the Ruthless Aggression. Hold on here. John Cena. Prototype. The prototype. Not bad. Not bad. Looking good. Get a live event? What arena is that? Ooh, because it's WWE Live. Are we getting WWE Live event arena? Because of the prototype? Oh, VW. Oh, boy. Randy Orton. Old tattoos. Brock in like the maroon tights. I love it. Brock Lesnar. Young Brock. So we're going to get like what? 3 or 4 Brock Lesnars in this game? I apologize for interrupting our tier list. Breaking news. Community. Leviathan. Black Trunks. That is going to be fun. Cena. Young Randy Orton. Looking good. Fry Randy Orton. Let me go to the Bad Bunny. That was the thing. All right, that was cool. What do you guys think? Yeah, Young Brock. Like that. Back to the titles. Okay. Where are we? I put the tag titles, SmackDown tag titles in A tier. I really like them. We're doing that. We're moving on. We're having fun. All right. Divas Championship. Big old butterfly. Come at me. F. No, I'm kidding. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I think it's above. I think it's above the penny titles. The women's SmackDown titles. I'd almost put it in here. Does look like a toy, but so many of them are toys. F. It's iconic. It's not terrible. When you go back, I don't know. It's a butterfly, though. Like, it's very gimmicky. I can't put it in the Fs, guys. I don't feel like it's an F. Aesthetically, it's better than these penny titles. Low D. For the era kind of fit. High D. Everyone says F. He said everything. Yeah, VJC, I hope we get a cool live event arena. I don't like the penny titles. If I put it here, is it better or worse than the tag title? For the questions I have. Complicated. Okay. Okay. Worse? Okay. Alright. Alright. Put it there. Alright. Traditional Women's Championship. Booyaka. Don't let the great one see. See? It was thin. The design itself is very, very plain. But that's also the era. Yes. I think people are a little torn on this one. They don't... A low B? To a high C? A lot of prestige, a lot of history there. but it didn't like have a crazy good design. It's not that great of an actual design. So is it top C's? A low B? Yeah, I could play with that. A low B to a top C. Looks ugly. C for that belt. It's not. It lacks. It's got more personality, I feel, than the big W's. Yeah, and it's like it's got Trish, Lita, Mickey. It's got so much history in there. Keith Connor says C. Austin's belt shouldn't be. Yeah, again, we might change all of this. It could all go around. This is not like official. D for the IC title. Low B. Okay. I could flip flop on that. The WWF European Championship. It's a crap title. Right? Or is it? No, I don't know. D's? Low C to a D. It's not great. A B? You guys are, wow, okay. A mid C? I had it down in the D's. Oh my goodness, people are like, no, brother. Yeah, Anchor Wing, it wasn't represented well. Yeah, I have to bring it up. You guys are bringing this thing up based on your words. They don't have the recent US title? Yeah, you're right. The current US title, it's not up to date. They didn't have the blue universal title either. But we got to think about how it looks. We can think about like, oh, who held it. We got to also remember what it looks like. I don't love it. I do like it more than that. I kind of like it more than these ones. Keep it low C. I don't think it's worse than the Cruiserweight. Like that? Looks like a SmackDown tag title. It kind of does. Top C? Top C. The Divas title is a sleeper? Okay. I don't know. I like Austin's title better. Yeah, William Regal held it. Okay. Doing this. Hardcore title. Hardcore title. Pretty iconic for how ugly it is. But it's the Winged Eagle, is it not? Wrapped up in duct tape and everything. It's pretty. It's supposed to be ugly. The hardcore title. People are like S tier. I think it's like a top B. I love the hardcore title. A tier. Kane Hurricane. I know, that's my David Lee. Like that's my childhood right there. Great title, terrible design. IB. Some people are like S tier. James says S tier. Great matches. Remember the WrestleMania not Battle Royal. Like the hardcore. It was like a hardcore Battle Royal. They can go everywhere. Oh no, it was the 24/7 hardcore match. I'm mixed on this. I am. I could go with a high B to a low A. And I see also a lot of S tiers. Yeah, WrestleMania 2000. Thank you, Dom. It's meant to be ugly. Could we kind of agree on a top B? Top B? Above the tag titles, the US title, the yeah. I don't think it's in S tier. Classic title, high B. All right. All right. All right. For now, leave it there. What is this? That. Oh, it's the light heavyweight championship. Is that an awesome belt? I don't think, yeah. It's such a simple, plain design. That doesn't always mean a bad thing. I feel like it's a low D. A low F? Not great at all. Magenta, Neko with 5 gifted member subs. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very, very much. Traditional. I think it's a D. Guys, thank you very much. Magenta. Gifted subs. Too sweet, brother. D tier, high F. James says a D. Low D. Go for a low D. I'll give it a low D. It's above the penny belts. I'll give it a low D. NXT. We're getting into the NXTs now. Oh. Yeah. The UK title. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful title. I had to grab that. Come on. B. S tier. Yeah, A's. S tier. That thing is beautiful. Beautiful title. Sorry. That is a beautiful belt. Low D. Let's grab the NXT tag titles. I feel are, what do you guys think? I think the NXT tag team titles, these ones, are like a high F to a low D. Where do you think, though? F's? I feel it's here. I just feel like it's just big NXT on it. They're not worth rating. Low C? I think it's better than the Cruiserweight. I don't think it's better than the women's. It's better than the main roster. Better than light heavyweight. Okay. They could also not be worth rating. NXT, is that the newer United Kingdom? Yeah. UK Championship. This one. No? That's the women's. Yeah, okay. The NXT Women's Championship. Confused between the two. I was like, well, it's one or the other. The white strap. The white strap is the women's. This is the men's. Yeah, they're both up there. They're both beautiful titles. Yeah, I know. That is the women's. That's the men's. You flip a coin. The white strap's really nice. They're both S tier. I'm not picking who's better. They're both up there. NXT title. Top C? You guys want in the B's? A tier. A tier? Kind of feeling top C's. C's. C or D. A. S tier. You like a low B, Magenta. I like a low B. Okay. Magenta, you got all the gifted subs. You get the vote. Get a low B. Give it to you. You're a great supporter today. The NXT title. The OG. Now, does this get higher because we like nostalgia? It's a high. Is it like a high B? I don't think it's better than the world tag titles. I kind of put it up in here. Third C? Top C. Whoa. Okay. Low C, lowest F, B. You guys don't like this one. Low C. It's not a great design. Like, come on. I think it's got a ton of history. Fun. But it's not a... It's Giant X. It's just a big X. Come after me. I'm saying low D. Or high D. Get the high D. High D to a low C. It's just a giant X. Like, it's got a lot of great carriers of the title. A lot of you mentioned it. Seth Rollins, Bo Dallas, Big E, Langston. Got it. I understand that. Not great. Big X. Okay. Next NXT title. I mean, they're virtually the same, yeah? We're talking designs, not history. Yeah, it's a little bit of both. Like, we're all, like, subjective here. It's everyone's opinion. I got this one in the B's. Is this not just in the B's as well? Gold D. Same thing. Yeah, okay. Well, you can flip-flop if you want. Both the same. NXT Women's Championship. Kind of like... Okay. The butterfly, better than that. Better than that. I think it's better than the current women's championships. Because it, like, is it a low C? Got a little more... It's pink. Maybe F. Black and gold champion D. Gross things. That's gross. That's not... A high C? A low D? Above the other women's? Okay, I ask you this, because then it's getting to the same division. We don't have a ton of women's championships across history. Is it better or worse than the current Raw SmackDown women's championships? We're also looking at overall design. I think it's in the C's. I don't love it. Better, worse, better, better, better. It's gonna go worse, worse, worse. Okay. Worse, worse, no. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Tell me. Okay. Okay. What's this belt? Which one is this? Is it the newer NXT Women's? That's the UK. The UK tag titles. Okay, that's why I was like, what is... I couldn't recognize it. Picture's also this big. UK, okay. I'm not putting it here. I'm trying to just see it. Hey, tag title. It's kind of cool design. The UK ones have decent designs. Not great. It's above. It's above... I think it's above the NXT one. Or is it here? We do need the $1 Million Championship. A mid-C? I could see it above the Cruiserweight. B? It's not a bad-looking belt. Like, if I put it at the end of the B's, it's got way more personality than other tag team titles. It's way better than the penny belts. No one's going to dispute that. Honestly. Anthony says perfect. Above average B. Ronnie, a lot of them look like from Toys R Us. Not better than the Euro belt. Angel Claudio. Yeah, I saw the Ruthless Aggression. We just looked at it a few minutes ago. Okay, next. NXT Championship. Kind of feeling a C to a high D. Lacks personality. It's just giant NXT, much like the regular NXT, right? Got a little bit more though when you got the silver, the gray. Move up into the C's. I think it's better looking than the women's. It's shinier. Purity. All right, we'll put it in there. I think it's better than the women's. ID lows. Yeah, okay. North American title to finish it off. Now I know we're missing some. It doesn't have the US title, the current one. It didn't have the blue universal strap. $1 Million Man title wasn't in there. Okay, the North American title is pretty good. I think it's A tier. I could see it as a high B. I could also see it as a low A. BJC says A. Okay. Better than the spinner. A low A is not. I could see it as a high B for sure. It's better than the hardcore title. People really like that hardcore title. You know what? For coming out in an NXT, they made this belt look different than the other NXT belts. I think it is better than the hardcore title and the tag titles. I'm looking at the B tier. Better looking than the US, the Undisputed. But for me, it's in an A tier. Yeah, the spinner is controversial. I liked when it didn't spin. A low B. Wesley's a good champ. Okay. Yeah. Magenta, we like the spinner belt for the time. Get the spinner out. But what if it doesn't spin? What if it was not the spin one? CM Punk held the non-spinner WWE title. Randy Orton had it. A lot of champs that had this thing. I'll say it doesn't spin. I like when CM Punk, Money in the Bank 2011. That was the title. When you go back and look at it, you're like, it's not bad. It's busy. Undisputed should be A. This one? Triple H had it. Paul's a turd. It's still a turd. Well, Undisputed should be an A1. We move that one up. Yeah, Spinner United States title is not in here. They had. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the tier list that we have concocted here. I moved up the Undisputed into A. I can't go back and change these things because you guys will get mad at everything. The only thing I will say, okay, if we look at just the S tier, nothing else, how do we feel? That's the one that really matters. This is the S tier. You got the UK titles, the inner white strapped IC title, Big Gold, WWF Big Globe, Winged Eagle, and Winged Eagle. How is the S tier? Big Gold is good. This one is my personal favorite. Yeah, I would put it there, but I understand Winged Eagle people go crazy for. I'm kind of good with this. These are almost interchangeable, like, because this is all personal preference, right? There's so much history with the Big Gold. I think these are on point. I like these. Zanny, you're confused? Yeah, a replica Big Gold would be amazing. Winged Eagle's pretty great. It is tough. It's good enough, right? Because we're splitting hairs. I think it's pretty good. I think we're looking good here. Queen, women, or wrestlers, 2 men always had to tag championships. Go back early WWF. That's all. The all gold. Now, here's a question. Where, if we had it on here, this is all WWE titles. Where do you put the AEW championship? Terrible pick. Where do you guys rank the AEW Championship for you? When they first revealed it, I was like, okay. I'm not talking Burberry. The Triple B. Do you like the AEW title? I like how big it is. I like the size of it. It's a big belt. I would say a high A to S tier. Curvin Abreu? But then why are you here? Curvin, I asked the question. Wrestling's fake and boring. Then why are you here? Why are you wasting your time? I don't know. I think it's either a high A or a low S tier for the for the AEW title. It's a bit boring. Got a lot of personality in there. Like the side plates. It's a little busy. Like a little busy. Yeah, it was fun anyways. Thank you guys for doing the tier ranking with me. That's fun. Uh-oh, people are going to get into fights about wrestling over boxing and other things and other sports. You don't have to fight about sports. Everyone can like what they like. That's the whole point of things. Don't worry about it. We got the iconic trailer. WWE. Thank you guys for doing the tier ranking. I had fun. Too sweet to you. So we got the we got the Icon Edition trailer for WWE. You think? Here. So we got John Cena. Prototype John Cena. He looks good. Simple, like his attire was. Face is pretty good. But I like that we're getting a WWE live event. Word life. I mean, they got good detail in the hair. As straightforward as Cena's hair is in this. The hair should be longer? A little bit. Orton's hair should be longer too. Young Brock. Bad. Leviathan. Prototype. Wonder what we're going to get in my faction, because then we're going to get stuff from the mod community. What they're going to pull. I expect good things this year. Randy looks okay. I need a better look. They should, Anchorwing, they should have all their different music. Original Brock music. Cool. A lot of sweat. Sweat physics on that. Bad. But not bad, ladies and gentlemen. Randy, I think the hair, yeah, could be a little bit better. That's not the worst thing in the world. They should all be bringing the original music. When did Brock wear red trunks? OVW. I believe. Make all those community creations? Yeah, but you can't get the hair right, and then you don't get the entrance, and you don't get the music. I hear you. The Mania 22, yeah, that's supposed to be in the Ruthless Aggression Pack 2. They didn't show it off. Nah. Hang on, I'm gonna grab a screenshot here and use it as a thumbnail. Prototype. changing this up. One moment, please. Call is important to us. Speaking of being important, as you guys all are, got 242 people in the chat. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Yeah. Help us out. Let's take a look at edit this thing. Da-na-na-na. You guys want to talk about 2K23? I got some time. We could talk. If you want. Where is prototype? There it is. 5, 3. Yeah. Trailer. There we go. I just changed the thumbnail topic. Booyaka. Ty, did you notice they have WWE live events? I just said, yeah, this looks great. Little Slime, well, good to see you. Brock and Shelton as a tag team? Yeah, as a tag team? That'd be great. Definitely a good idea. James, thanks for asking. Yeah, my back's okay. I'm full of drugs, so okay. Put the icy hot on my back, and I got pills in my body. So they gave us the trailer. The question I have is, we got from SmackDown Hotel, Fightful Select also reported on this the other day, that we have an updated schedule for 2K23 and what they're going to be delivering. So March 7th, we're getting updates on the characters, the environments to play in the Creation Suite. Now, 2K Next Makers also talked about this, ladies and gentlemen, just yesterday on the Twitter, that they're under embargo because they went to the community event. They capture more footage. They're going to have more footage released as this goes on. So like Smack Talks, for example, be releasing March the 7th. He'll have characters, environment, play, and Creation Suite. So jealous. So very jealous of Mr. Smack Talks. But then they'll have my faction info and probably walkthrough on March the 8th. Universe mode and GM mode, I'm very excited for. And you got 2K Showcase. And this image was just to show us what a community creation will look like on the female side. They got Emma's gloves. Let's go. I'm excited. What do you guys think about the upcoming schedule? Yes, Fabrizio, yes, we just looked at that. In case you're just joining us. March the 8th, no one. I'll pay attention to March 8th. My faction, my rise. I mean, the only thing they said for my faction is that it now has online. So, yeah, maybe not. Maybe we won't pay close attention. But my rise, we want to understand what the story's going to be. Maybe they'll give us something fun. But that means they're not going to give us the question I had, I posted this morning, was so we're not going to get any more ringside reports. I wonder if they're not doing the ringside reports because now they're just like, here's the schedule of released info. James, I'm excited for the new game too. It's going to be fun. But I want more ringside reports. I want to wait. And they have the 2 reports. That's a bummer. They should do a Monday Night War game. Yeah, I think the community creations are going to be really good this year. I think that they're changing it. They're going to be good, real nice. Arda, you think Cena is just copy and paste? Vito, will my faction going online affect the mod porting community and creation suite? I don't know. I don't think it does. I think it's just literally just for them to be able to have some sort of online leaderboards or something like that. Little Slimes, yeah, I'm excited Bray's in the game. It's a win. Everyone wants him in the game. I'm happy he's in the game. I hope we get more versions of Bray in there. If we get like Fiend, if we get his original one. It'd be cool if they did like a Wyatt pack for DLC. You never know. But at least if current day Bray Wyatt's in there with his new theme song, people will be happy. Pyro DX, I got the Icon Edition. I'm a weirdo. I need to get it twice. Like I need it for personal and for business. But I'm getting it on... I have it pre-ordered on PC. So I can do it here. for streams and everything, and then I kind of have to pick it up on Xbox. So I can just play offline when I want to. I was going to do it all here, and I don't know. It's too much work. I don't want to... I got my Xbox hooked up in the other room. Yeah, no, that's like... It was $180 Canadian for the Icon Edition. There's a lot. I didn't like that on my credit card. Scott, you can't because I got to get the PC version through Steam, right? Yeah, it's $180 with the taxes. It was a lot of money. I hope we get like Harley Race and Ric Flair. VJC, you're getting it on both too? Right on, buddy. Riley, it's on the 13th in the Xbox store. Depends on the regions. March 14th for early access. No, the cross-gen edition is going to be for your respected console. You got it on Xbox One, then you get it for Series X. You got it on PS4, you get it to PS5. Yeah, I don't like damage control. I don't like this digital only. I want like a physical case. I'd get that for like the Icon Edition. WrestleMania, I'm doing great, buddy. How are you? Oh, VJC, you're hardcore. You're just getting it just to play GMO with your buddy. That's awesome. Arda, I think it's going to be Switchblade. New member of Judgment Day. Give me Switchblade Jay White. Be a lot of fun. Be fun. Silly. Yeah, Karumu, yeah. I'll just do it on New Zealand time on the Xbox. Switch it over and play it on the 13th. Darwin, yeah, I'm very excited for Spider-Man 2. There's another game I want to be able to get my hands on. Possibly stream it here. It'd be fun. Chief DX, is the Icon Edition worth it? If you really have your heart set on the Ruthless Aggression pack that was like in that trailer that just showed up, if you really want that Ruthless Aggression pack, then yes. Hold on. Deluxe Edition is the one your best bet. You can also get from 2K, they're gonna release the Icon pack for like $30 after the game releases after a few months, and you could get it then. So I don't think it's worth it unless you have your heart set on getting these characters. I'm getting the Icon Edition because this is work, and I want to be able to review and do impressions of the entire game with everything in it, so then I can at least see, is it worth it? But you can buy it later. The Wrestler is a good movie. Pistol visuals, it depends on your PC. I have a decent PC, and graphically, it looks... I don't know. It's like 2K can only do so much with the settings, so it's not like it's going to be a like crazy upgrade. For that of like I have it also for like 2K22. I have it on my Series X, my Xbox Series X. Can I tell the difference really between my PC and my Series X versions? Not really. Little slight difference, maybe a tiny bit of visual upgrades with my PC, but nothing where I'm like, wow, my PC looks amazing. Is this arena in the game? And the WrestleMania 22 is the arena they've included in the pack. Slime, mid-card titles are in the game. That's what they said for GM mode. Seen anything, we'll find out on like March whatever, 9th or 10th. Uh, 999? Yeah, Leviathan's legit. Batista's hidden my faction model. Team Shades, my day's going great. Having a great day. I was waiting to see if there's more ringside reports. Got nothing. But they gave us that new schedule of what they're planning to do in March, like next week. I wonder if they changed the SmackDown information. They did not. This still says Bray Wyatt. So they haven't changed it yet. It'd be cool if we could use the live events arena in GM mode. Yeah, I know. That's the one thing I hope they do with GM mode is, and then it's borderline on universe mode. But I really like them to do Raw. You're supposed to get like 4 GMs to pick from. I think it was 4. Or is it just that, no, you can have up to 4 player couch co-op. You got multiple GMs to pick from. I wish that they had Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and custom show. And import a custom show. So if I can do Nitro, I could do that. Because what if they make Eric Bischoff one of the general managers? You got to put Nitro in there. I don't know. I just think that they should have custom show. Because it's only the one arena. Then you make all the pay-per-views the same. Otherwise, it's just universe mode. Make all the other pay-per-views the same. You're good. Let me do one. Let me do one. Orange Face, good morning. Are you late? Kind of, but that's okay. We're all here anyways. We're all in it together. Team Shades, yes. They did this with 2K22 for the NWO edition. If you get the deluxe edition, I think, I could be wrong, but I think it was 2 or 3 months later they released the NWO content as a purchasable pack. It was like $30 or $40. If you don't want to spend the money now, you're like, I don't really need the Ruthless Aggression content, the 4 characters in the arena, and just wait on it. Save your money, because then it'll go on sale, or you can pick it up later. Cassie Bomb, good morning. Good morning, Cassie. BJC, I remember SmackDown Raw, we had the main shows, and plus 2 secondary shows, Heat and Velocity. Yeah, and I remember that. WrestleMania. I think we need a showcase of your office. Quite an open space. If it's off, if I look off camera, it's quite the open area. I built all this, like the walls and all that, so I had to frame everything up. I do a tour, but there's nothing else to see. This is it. So I'm like, I could turn up the exposure, whatever. You guys could see more of the background. But there's action figures. Got some X-Men on the lower shelf. There's some stuff you can't see. Well, I'm always blocking it. Where can I go? So, like, you got original Krang from Ninja Turtles. There. You got the, whatever, the collector turtles. You got Funkos up in here. You got more Funkos. That shelf is all original X-Men action figures. Down here, bottom corner, this one, Spider-Man villains, like just action figures Spider-Man villain. This one is, bottom one is also X-Men. That's Reboot. Shout out to Reboot. Of all the original characters and the car. Then there's the X-Men animated series, fan art, or the artwork book. That thing's awesome. It's only like $30 on Amazon. Yeah. And there's like comic books and frames and things. Magenta, welcome to the club. Thank you very much. Flash the belts? They're not real. They're just like the toy belts. The WWE title belt is just the bigger toy one. The other one is like a winged eagle, but it's just a floppy thing. It's trash. Yeah, Magenta, thank you very much for being a club member. You get the WrestleMania. We're doing pay-per-views as part of the membership. You get live streams, obviously, but we get live streams dedicated for channel members, and you're going to kick things off with the WrestleMania review, because I'll do all of the WWE pay-per-view reviews as part of the club membership. Thank you. My hairstyle's better than LA Knight. Well, thank you. It's not dead yet. Yeah, they're expensive, Angry. They're like $300 to $600. Depends what you get. No, I don't have any replica titles, unfortunately. The only thing that's like worth the value here is going to be like the top 2. So I got Optimus Prime up there. And then I've got the Spider-Man statue as well, which is fun. Those are my favorites. Oh, and then I have the, sorry. Then there's like Iron Man and Captain America. Those ones are also really nice pieces. Those were expensive. The Iron Man, someone sold me, a buddy of mine sold me the Iron Man and Captain America together. I think for like $800 together. It was not cheap, but they have like every accessory and like it's all pretty fancy. King Ravi, thank you for becoming a channel member, buddy. It is. Yeah, Magenta. That's the Spider-Man from Endgame. Where did I get that? Oh, yeah, and like the Spider-Man, and I don't know if the Spider-Man was from there. No, the Spider-Man was from a comic shop local to me. The Optimus Prime, the G1 Optimus Prime back there, is from Sideshow Collectibles. So is Iron Man and Captain America. They're Sideshow as well. Arda? Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Demi, the kid, first match I'm going to play? I think it's going to be Cody versus Roman. Double titles on the line at WrestleMania Arena. Just so I can see the hell it all is. King Ravi? Yeah, they bring advanced custom entrances. That is back. I want to see it. I want to see it. And I want them to do like a better women's pack. Like a Divas pack. Just on Sideshow Collectibles. Now we're talking about all the collectible stuff. There's still stuff on my list. I wish I could get more of the... I wish I could get title belts. But like... Sideshow Collectibles also has a full like Stone Cold Steve Austin statue. Like, it's just beautiful. Look at it. And it's like real leather too. It's amazing. It comes on the full stand. Oh, it's so good. Look at this thing. Look how badass that is. You can't tell me you don't like that. That's one of the things I want. Sideshow Collectible, Stone Cold Steve Austin. It looks too damn good. And he's even got the ring ropes. Come on. That is damn good. That's a winner. And others. They have a Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan. Isn't bad. Not my favorite. I think the face sculpting is okay. It's younger Hulk Hogan. But it's always in the details with these things. For a Hulk Hogan is pretty badass. Those are the goals. Jalen, have you seen the community creations of What Status is done? My friend, I have. If you check out my channel, I cover What's the Status's creations and downloads and things and discovery all the time. And there's big plans for 2K23. It's gonna be great. DC Derek, thank you very much. Super chat. They need to include more WCW, ECW arenas with commentary for you. They really do. I really wish we had more WCW arenas personally. I think Hades World, I think Universe Mode's going to be good. I have a feeling, it's just a gut feeling, that they're going to clean it up. They're going to make it a little bit more polished, less buggy, fewer crashes, and it's got a few little tweaks and updates to it. Nothing crazy. Oh, I was just looking. Who is this? Element Games? Shout out to Element Games. They were at the community event. That's really cool. They got to talk to the devs, hang out with the other creators. That's awesome. Promos are not back. No. People have asked a lot, are promos back in Universe Mode? They are not. They're doing the drop-down menu thing where you could pick some of your action items of what you want to do. There might be promos within that, but they're not bringing back the promos. Promo creators. Do you think GM mode will be better? I think, Kevin, GM mode is going to be slight increases. Mid-card, men's titles. Maybe a different budget. I hope trades are in there, for God's sakes. They'll add different GMs. And they'll make it triple threat and fatal four-way matches available. And I think everything else will be largely the same. And a fresh coat of paint. That's okay. But I hope they just... There's nothing really wrong with GM mode. It just lacked a lot of depth. Biggest thing. That's a problem. Jose Manuel, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, like Akeem, I want to be able to fire people for budget cuts. I want to be able to trade stars to the other brands, offer trades, and cash. You couldn't do any of that. I should be able to say I want to trade Edge for X million dollars or a couple $100,000, and then, or I want to trade his contract over for either 2 stars. Like, give me options to do trades, like a draft. You give us the draft in the game. Why can't there be like supplemental draft? Demi, I can hear you. I can feel you. Between Breeze and Woods, I'd probably use Xavier Woods first. I wish we had trades though. Yeah, Jalen, I'm wondering that too. If they're not going to bring back the promo designer, they have this action list. I wonder if one of them, one from the drop down, is going to be, okay, you can select interrupt the promo, and then it does a promo cutscene. Just not letting us do the whole designer program, right? That's what I think people really want. I'm okay with it. Tay, that's another thing with GM mode, is not being able to select the entire roster. That makes 0 sense to me. Why would you limit the number of, like, you could say, when we had the old games, couldn't I pick like 50 people on my roster, or 30 people on my roster? Why do I have a roster of 15 stars? It didn't make any sense. Just unleash that thing. Just say you can have 30 stars on your roster. Roster's big enough, and then they held so much back. Yeah, Rain Dragon, I'm excited for next week. We're going to get a lot of cool information. Every day next week, there's going to be something else. It means Matt's got a video every day next week. Boom! David, yeah, jabroni, let me talk to you. We talked about, well, we did tier list. We tier ranked WWE titles. There was some controversy, so that's okay. Everyone had a good time, I think. Some did, some left. We also looked at the new Icon Edition trailer that 2K just posted. And now we're just doing a little chit-chat. Talk a little bit about 2K. You can see what people are excited for. Dummy. Not you. Just the general world. I know. Visuals? Yeah. Why can't they just... I would have combined GM mode, universe mode. To me, all you need in universe mode, to make it ultimate, is you start it off, you create a new universe, and you start off with draft. And you have a draft, and you can have 30 to 60 stars in the draft. You put in trade mechanic and a budget. You just combine universe mode. And frankly, if you start really looking at GM mode, it's almost universe mode. Almost. If it gives you custom arenas in there and all the match types, it's universe mode. Because I can go in, the way they did GM mode this year is like I can go in and play the matches and I can spectate the matches. But the rivalry system is a fail to me for GM mode this past year. I hated how I had to go from like a heavyweight versus a cruiserweight, and that would give me the best match rating. No, let me do a rivalry and set up cool stories. And if the matches perform well week over week, then that will help my ratings. Not just based off of cruiserweight. You could get maybe some bonuses for doing those matchups, to do a giant versus a cruiser, but I hated that whole system. But even if universe mode just incorporated trades and a draft, it's a cool addition. Jalen, I know we're also looking at 2K24 and like going past 23. I think 23 is going to be solid. And then 24 is going to be like the culmination of all this work for like 3. And then they put in something new or give a special guest referee. Arda, what? Games front and behind cover dropped? Send you via Twitter? Oh, cool. Shout out to Arda. Just sending this to me. This is coming over from It's My Yard, who's a 2K creator, YouTuber. Here's your cover. Here's your 2K23 cover, ladies and gentlemen. Your box art. What do you think? Got Bianca on the back. That's cool. I think I got another video today. Dang it. Demi, thank you very much for your super chat. My first super chat. Well, thanks, buddy. I don't like that you have to do a striker brawler, your giant cruiserweight, etc., just for it to be a good match in GM mode. Well, buddy, thank you very much for your super chat. That means a lot. And yeah, I totally agree. I hate that they have to go doing the matchup the class system. It just breaks it for me. Breaks the immersion. I'm not a fan. So this is the PS4 WWE 2K23 cover. John Cena. Bad Bunny. Pre-order bonus. And the back. Play through the key moments of John Cena's 20-year career. You hold all the cards. This is my faction. Collect all the cards. Legends. Build the ultimate faction. Compete for global dominance in my faction, now featuring online multiplayer. Okay, so we could do online multiplayer for my faction. That's kind of cool. Renew. Define your future in my rise. Walk through the curtains. WWE debut and shape your career as superstar with the decisions you make along the way through 2 distinct storylines. You think that's going to be any different than 22? War Games is War Games 3v3, 4v4. Universe is all yours. Universe mode is a legit sandbox. Puts the charge of WWE from Superstars, rosters, feud championships, weekly shows, and more. My GM mode. Take the reins of weekly shows. Compete against rival general managers for brand supremacy. Now featuring more GMs to choose from. Additional show options. Multiple seasons. Expanded match cards. And more match types for up to 4 players. So we're going to be able to do cage match, fatal 4-way cage match. We won't be able to do Elimination Chamber, Royal Rumble, War Games, and Money in the Bank. Justin, we're just looking at the cover art. It just got posted. Leave. OG Crush, yeah, a full beard Austin Theory will definitely be in my faction, and we will take that. Cool. Well, that's what it looks like. Neat. Thank you, Arda. Wherever you are. Kind of cool. Oh, they're teasing us with the information, aren't they? They're like, here's this thing, and then there's the cover, like the sleeve for it, which means the 2K guys, if It's My Yard got the game here, shout out to It's My Yard. Doing this for a while, hasn't he? But if he got that, then they probably went to the 2K community event and got the game. More treasure map newspaper confirmed. Cool. Bobby Roblox, what's up? Hi. You put the house show arena in. Riley, having class matches, you get the highest star rating. I think it should be determined by the wrestler's popularity. Yes, it should be a popularity rating. Their popularity goes up. They go up in the rankings. They have better matches and better star matches. If you want to do it that way, the popularity goes up and down every week. If you do this class thing, it breaks it for me. I don't want to do that. I want to have the full roster. Why is it that I made everybody available in my GM to be available for the roster, and then, for example, Randy Orton is not playable? He wasn't listed in the draft. Why? And I add him in. Bothersome, let me tell you. Demi, thank you again. Your ruthless aggression creation videos are what I live for. That's all I want to download. Oh, thanks so much. Well, there's going to be a new round all year long. The community is out there. They're doing some crazy stuff that they got planned anyways for 2K23 for the creations suite. So yeah, I'll have a full playlist there of like, here are the creations for the week. The top ones, if there's my faction hidden stuff that's been posted, I'll have that with the walkthroughs of it. I'm excited to do those again. And then yeah, if the community comes out, I can't talk. If the community comes out with like Ruthless Aggression pack, ECW packs, Legends, I'll have it covered. And hopefully you want to watch it. System requirements info not listed. Yeah, Idiot House, we covered the trailer for the Icon Edition. It's cool. Yeah, Damage Control, that's a good point. It does confirm War Games is last gen. That was definitely something people were worried about, is that it was never said. It was never confirmed one way or the other. I always had to say, yeah, it should be. It should be, brother. Rain Dragon, no, it's fair if you're not nuts on War Games. Not for everybody. I asked this the other day if people would be more excited if they got War Games or like special guest referee. Kind of split. Everyone wants something different. Idiot's House. Well, thanks so much. Your chat told you about me? Well, that's creepy. The words are spreading. Thank you very much. Glad you can come by and say hi. Chill out. Bartek? I don't know for GM mode if it's going to be just 1v1. You can do it like Raw versus SmackDown and NXT. I'm not sure. Did I misspeak about the GM mode thing? Now featuring more GMs to choose from, additional show options, multiple seasons, expanded match cards, and more match types for up to 4 players. Match types are up to 4 players. For the amount of GMs, that we don't know. Oh, maybe I'm confused. OJV, I got the Icon Edition on PC. And I gotta turn around and get it on Xbox. Personal time. Joe, what's up, buddy? Thank you very much. I hope they put War Games special ref in 2K24. See, that's my hope, is that 2K24 is like the final build of all of this, where we got the War Games and they clean up War Games some more, because it'll have bugs this year. It's its first time. And then they give us like, oh, a more polished GM, more polished universe. And 24 is like the big one. I feel that 23 is going to be like, it's better than 22. Graphically, it's going to look exactly the same. Play the same. Got War Games and some minor fixes and some patches along the way. And then they move on to 24 where they can do more things. And hopefully that means giving fans maybe what they want. Like special ref and chrono matches. That's going to be a fun year. And I can't wait to make like tons of content on all of this. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we got 480 people in here and 257 likes. Help me out here if you can. Hit the like button on the stream. It gets us up to like 300. So if like 50 of you, less than 50 of you, feel like tapping that button, you put down the sandwich and you give it a like. That's all we need in life. But I like we got the live event confirmed. WWE 2K. They're at least putting out some information in here. Not just nothing. I'm still bummed that we're not getting ringside reports. I need it. Lucha Bro, you took your like back? Ah, that's okay. You can do whatever you need to do. Give me what I want, Hunter. Give it to me. OG Crush, will I be at Famniversary? I don't know. OJV. There is no physical version of the Icon Edition. Just digital. Batista's in the Hall of Fame. Stacy Keibler was announced today. She's going to be in the Hall of Fame. That's awesome. United eFed. Well, thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming by. AEW Fight Forever is releasing eventually. Pulver Cat subscribed. Yeah, thanks, buddy. I wonder if 2K is going to release anything else today. I got a feeling no. They got a decent, healthy schedule going in over the week, like next week. We don't have to wait too long. When is it? The 7th? They got to start giving us more stuff. I really wish it was this week they were giving us more details. I looked at Ultra Pro Wrestling, Ray. Looks pretty good. March 7th. Is that next week? Tuesday. That's a long way away. It's Friday. No, Justin, they don't really post Friday through Sunday. They really don't. They might post some screenshots or whatever. But now they've had like a lot of the community events. All the info is there. They've played at that community event. They had the final build of the game. So, should be good. But I wonder if on like Tuesday they're going to give us more details on the DLC. PJ Leon, it feels great that I could just use LA Knight in the game and then I'll use him for my rise. I don't even have to create anybody. Ha! Oh, Lucha Bro, thank you. Cheers, buddy. Arda, what's your thoughts on universe mode for every 2 mode? They must change the stem. We need new and alternate cutscenes and commentary. Yeah, Arda, we totally need more cutscenes. It's been the same for so long. Thank you guys also for hitting the like button because we got over 300 likes. That's awesome. OG Crush, are you excited for some wrestling? Of course I'm excited for some wrestling. What do you think this is? I'm just a big dummy sitting here. Of course I'm excited for some wrestling. Friday night. SmackDown is going to be on tonight. Head of the table, I pre-ordered 2K23 on the Icon Edition on PC. And then, like, the day before it comes out, I'm going to also get it on Xbox for my X. PC version is for here. It's for working, streaming, and covering the content. And then the Xbox version is just for me. Play that one at my own pace. OGV, thank you very much. Marco, oh, sorry, Marco. I saw your question earlier. I don't know if they're going to fix the Elimination Chamber. I hope they do. Bring up the old and the new one. And I wish they had tag team Elimination Chamber. Very necessary. My wife's saying to me. My wife's texting me. Not home. My dog's home, though, and I got to take him for a walk soon. We buy Bad Bunny after? Yeah, I think you could. You can buy him as a post-release thing. You have to wait a little while. Gets free copies because he's WWE employed. Source, trust me. Bro. Well, Lucha, that's extremely false. I don't work for anybody except for myself. I'm WWE employed. Could you imagine? That'd be so cool. Matt C from the UK. What's up, buddy? Review score predictions? 8. I think they're going to give it an 8 to an 8.5. What was 2K22's review score? General review score. $3.9. Doesn't make sense. Okay, so Metacritic gave it a 77. User score was a 7.4. I'd probably say then that 2K23 will get an 8. It'll probably get an 80 on Metacritic. Or an 8.0 on user score. And I think that would be largely because of War Games. And if it's stable. If things are all stable. Henry? Yeah, maybe Henry. Maybe one day. Big deal. I appreciate it, though. Scott, thank you, buddy. Do we know if War Games is going to include entrances for everybody involved? The trailer only showed the entrances for people to start the match. I think it's only for the 2 competitors starting the match, not everybody. So yeah, I think it's because all the footage, yeah, like I saw too, it was always just the first 2 competitors that are in War Games. That's it. They didn't show anybody else. So I think that's what they're doing. No, Dylan, I don't think War Games is going to be in universe mode. I have a feeling it's going to be too hard for them to pull that off. What I'm curious to do is like my first match I want to do is Cody versus Roman for the titles. I want to do that because I want to see what a double title match looks like. The victory motion for a double title, probably generic. I also want to try doing like Roman versus Gunther, for example. I can make anybody the champs, but Roman versus Gunther, for example, IC title, and he's got the undisputed world heavyweight titles, universal title for Roman. And can I do a double title match and then everyone's bringing out all the belts? That's what I want to see. Because that's kind of fun. Then you can have the Universal and WWE title brought out, but he's only putting the Universal title on the line and the Intercontinental title on the line by Gunther. So then Roman could walk out with 3 titles, but then what is the victory scene? Probably the 2 titles that are defended. Oh, Arda, that's insane. You don't have to do that, but I appreciate it. Aw, dude, you don't have to do anything financially. It's just good. Just come and chill and hang out. Tuesday does seem far away. Tuesday's gone with the wind. But we're 2 weeks away. We're getting closer, though, right? Almost there. I was going to do a video today on, like, all this, like, the Ruthless Aggression thing, and the cover art is revealed, but not enough for me to flick on the camera. Why wouldn't... Oh, Anchorwing? Why wouldn't Universe Mode have War Games? I only say... So I could be wrong, but I only say that because we don't even have tournaments in there. It's possible it's in... War Games is in. But the other thing is that it's... The double rings... They only had those arenas, the 3 arenas that are going to work for War Games. That's why I don't feel it's going to work, because if you had it set up where you're like, okay, create the pay-per-view for Survivor Series, and I want it to be War Games, well then, how are they going to have it, the system figure out that you can just put in regular matches and it switches back to a single ring? Like, you're going to do a one-on-one match at the War Games pay-per-view that you create, and then the next match is going to be War Games. I just feel like the system they use to build that, it's too complicated and it would crash. I just feel like it's too much. They figured out how to get War Games in there with 3 standard arenas that are built just for War Games. I think it'll be exhibition play only. 5v5 I think will come, but I think it'll be on the next generation when they finally drop PS4. Then maybe they could do it with next level architecture. Maybe. Yeah, Bobby, I don't think you can play with the 2 rings, no cage. The mods could. DLC names? BitDad? I think that next week they'll tell us what maybe the first DLC pack is going to be. And then it will be while the game is released. Thanks, Jason. Trenton, hello. Yeah, Ray, we might be getting the DLC reveal March 7th. You're right. That little schedule they put together. I'm gonna pull it up. We're getting characters, environments, play, and creation suite. We know the characters already. The environment, I could read that as backstage. Play and creation suite. Maybe they'll just show us another match. And what creation suite actually looks like would be nice. That's when I could see them doing something like DLC on Tuesday, March 7th. Because then you got 1 week. You officially have 1 week until early access. So I think you need to tell people on Tuesday, March 7th, this is what day 1 DLC is. Go buy it. It's from marketing side. Slime 3X, what's up? I hope what's that status creates something. He doesn't need to. Ridiculous. All you gotta do is go to custom matches for war games and select any arena. True. I hope it's in there for universe mode. I just have my doubts. Why can't I get a King of the Ring in universe mode? Well, Slime, I'm sorry. There's lots of people in the chat, and it takes time. Can't see everything. Try my best here, but... Lucha Bro, Assemble doesn't read any of our chats? Well, I just did, didn't I? Pretty sure I do. But if you don't like it, it's cool. Trenton. Yeah, I wish Big Show and Mark Henry were still playable. Marco, hi. What's up, buddy? The new trailer gaming guy was, yes, Lucha Bro, you got me. Ha ha ha. The new trailer was the Icon Edition. So they just showed it very briefly, what the Icon Edition is going to be. Bobby? Yeah, with my kids, I played Roblox, but that's about it. Team Shades? Yeah, you can play the New Zealand time. Main go-to character for the past few games? Shiloh? That's a good question. Not really. I'm trying to think of the last couple of games who I'd play as kind of the most. I like playing as AJ Styles, Roman, Edge, Becky, AJ Styles. Yeah, a couple in there. Brock. And then Legends that play as Austin and Triple H. Marco, no, I don't play FIFA and UFC. I've played them both, but I just don't follow FIFA to get invested in it, and that's just me. Yeah, Justin, I hope Carlito is DLC. I want to see it. Give me what I want. Midnight on the 14th. Yep. I must be a streamer? I'm trying streaming. Trying it out, right? But I'm having a good time doing it. Especially when the game comes out and we can do more things like tier lists and joke around a little bit more, have some more fun. What do you guys think of AEW Revolution? To switch up. What do you think? Match card. No one has a good... I need a good breakdown. Kind of excited for it and kind of not. I think the Guns retain the tag titles. Starks and Jericho's an odd feud. To me. It's kind of gone in reverse for a build. I think Jericho's gonna win this for no reason. I think Jericho wins by shenanigans, and he shouldn't. I think Stark should win, even though he won their first match. Texas Death. Kind of torn on this. If Mox wins, I hope it's because he's like full out. I know he's in turning heel. Blackpool Combat Club is heelish. I hope if Mox does win, it's because he's like full heel, or Really, I like Hangman to win the match, but then Mox takes it to him or something after, and they can maybe set up a third match. The TNT Championship, I want Wardlow to win. The interesting part here is that ROH, Ring of Honor's got their reboot, and Joe is TV champ. So I wonder, and Hobbs just won too. So I wonder if Wardlow just beats Joe, because Wardlow needs more. I want Wardlow to do way more. Does Wardlow beat Joe, set up Hobbs and Wardlow, and Joe just goes off to ROH? Or do you have Joe retain because of shenanigans with like maybe Hobbs, and then Hobbs and Wardlow can fight for a bit, and then I don't know. Because if Joe goes into ROH with both titles, that's kind of cool. Someone's got to try to beat Joe for the title to bring it back to AEW. But I think they would want to have that TNT title on television. It just, something needs to happen here. And even if Wardlow wins, I'm kind of like, he should be already up into like the title scene. I think that frankly, Wardlow should just go right up into the main event scene to tell the very, very big story between him and MJF and go back off their whole history. Even if Wardlow were to lose that because MJF would be, try to get out of it, I think Wardlow should be in the title picture. The women's title match, kind of an interesting story that they're trying to do, but kind of not. I think Jamie Hayter pins Ruby. Saraya is just not going to. I want Jade Cargill to get involved. What I'd like to see is after the match, or maybe just on Dynamite the next week, that you have Jamie Hayter retain, and it brings out Jade, maybe, or even after the match. And Jade puts her title down in the middle of the ring and says, "I'm coming for you at the next pay-per-view." Because you got to get her out of the TBS title picture. This match has no heat. I don't give a crap about this match. I want to. I don't care. Like, barely any build. The Bucks have done, and the Elite have done these backstage segments. Whatever. Playing basketball. The House of Black is like heat up, fizzle out. They flick the lights on and off. That's what they've done. I want House of Black to win. Just so that maybe the Elite can go and do something interesting. But I'm not. Why wasn't there a build with this match where they have like singles matches? So why hasn't like Kenny and Malachi had a one-on-one match? That would be so cool and make a lot of sense. And you get like, if the Elite were going to retain their titles, why wouldn't you have a TV match where Kenny goes up against Malachi and Malachi wins to give them some hope that they're going to win? I feel like it doesn't have any heat. Then you got the Iron Man match. This one will be interesting. MJF, I assume, is going to win. Hook or by crook, he's going to win this thing. But he got an Iron Man match, and the last 5 minutes is what's going to really matter. But I think they can tell a really cool story during the match. And I kind of think that MJF will go after Danielson early in the match and try to beat him down, get DQ'd on purpose to try and beat him down further. But I am really wondering, what's next? What's next for MJF? I assume Danielson loses. And I'm always wondering with AEW, because I feel like they get to their pay-per-view, they get to the match, and they did the match, and it's like, we'll figure out next steps later. What happens to MJF after this when he retains? Does he just go through they have a tournament and they get another challenger? Do they do part 2 with Danielson? Because I felt like the feud has been kind of But it's just going to be MJF wins in a great match, I assume. I'm very excited for it. Then who's his next opponent? For Wardlow up there, Ricky Starks, if he beats Jericho, do that again. And there's no build. There's no one that you're just like, oh, yeah, he's going to fight Danielson, but it's that guy that I want to see next. I'd like to see CM Punk come back. Little Slime, goodbye. Darby would be cool. That's cool. That's a good throwback. too, because they could go back to their story of that feud. It's a good idea. AEW or WWE? Oh. WWE right now. Better storytelling. Longer stories going on. It's hard. Jay, it's hard because you have like MJF saying that MJF is better chasing the title. You need the good opponents. And my problem with MJF is the feuds that he has had largely been the same setup. I'm going to put obstacles in your way and you have to go through a bunch of matches to get to me. I'm going to throw these little like barriers of other people you got to get through to get to me. Well, we know he's going to get there anyways. So what's the point? And that could be all storytelling. Like it's going to happen. The match is going to happen. But you can just do different creative stuff. Maybe make it a little bit more personal. And they tried to do that with the Danielson one at the end. But they're very much like kind of the same. Assemble do YouTube for money? Sure. Trenton, some of it's worth watching. If you haven't watched it before, it's worth checking out. But some of the feuds lately just haven't had a lot of depth, and they're not doing too much for me, brother. I feel WWE is just on a better road right now, but it's also WrestleMania season, so they're doing their best work. Or they're trying to do their best work, right? Vito. That's also a very good point. Assemble eat food for hunger? I do. Soon. Well, that's the thing, VJC. So, like, AEW has great matches. Great, straight-up wrestling matches. And if that's what you want, you're going to get great matches watching AEW. Not always. But you'll get some cool stuff. Dynamite. Yeah, Dynamite the other night was fun. Ladder match was fun. They had some cool stuff. But if there's no real stories behind it, and it's just wrestler A is going to fight wrestler B, and don't worry about the story, because the match is going to be really good, you're like, that kind of wears off. I need compelling stories to bring me back every week to see what's going to happen next in this story. That's why, like, feuds where it was Hangman versus Kenny was a great story that I wanted to see play out every week. Or Punk versus MJF. Or Eddie Kingston versus Punk. Like, that only lasted like 2 weeks. But you know what I mean? Like, those were feuds I like to see because there were stories behind them every week. Justin, of course I've seen TNA. I used to watch a lot of TNA and Impact. X Division was solid back in the day. Jay, do I think Jay's gonna turn on Sammy? I feel like they gotta get there somehow. I don't know how they're gonna pull that off. The Green Arrow. I wish AEW and WWE would combine into one game. So do I. Get a little bit of the arcade and then get the simulation on the other side. I wish they would do it. There's no story. It's just universe mode. See, it's facts. Yeah, like AEW just needs more stories, and it's done that. It's done good stories before where I wanted to turn on every week, but then I see matches like the Elite versus House of Black. I'm like, what's the story? There isn't one. Then why are we doing it? Oh, because they're gonna put on a really cool match. Well, okay, but like the Elite did a best of 7 series against Death Triangle, and I'm like, cool. So the final one, it's a best of 7, but we know it's gonna go to 7. So you've taken out the intrigue if there's gonna even get a 7th match, because they literally announced it. And then it's for the title at the end, and the Bucks win, or the Elite wins. And you're like, yeah, the wrestling is fun for that style of wrestling. Exciting and all of that. And they try to like put a twist on every match where it was like straight up ones or a little bit more hardcore. They did certain things, but I'm like, hey, but there's no story. It was just 2 teams. The Elite came back and then they had this feud. They just had a match and then they won the trios titles back. So now what? They could have could have finished that 7 series and immediately brought in House of Black and have House of Black run a promo on the Elite and say how we're going to take over, we're going to take the trios titles from you because we're true trio, blah blah blah. They can do things like that. Cross should go to AEW. Cross in AEW would be cool. Weema 13 subscribed. Yeah, I can see Cross in an AEW. They need to do more with Karrion Kross. That's for sure. Yeah, Mika Cool. Yeah, I've watched New Japan. Never usually live. Like, I'll go and catch their pay-per-view like the next day or that week if there's some really cool matches. I don't think Damage Control. I don't think Solo's going to turn on Roman. I think he's going to be his right-hand man at the very end of it all. Balor should beat Cody for the title at SummerSlam. That'd be neat. I hope we get the, like you guys are saying, the OVW arena. We're getting the live event arena. Cody has to win, yeah? Like, it has to win. Finish the story. That's the whole thing. Cody's got to win, right? It's not going to go to Roman, and Roman's going to hold the belt for another until he gets to the 1,000 days. Kind of worried about that they won't pull the trigger. If you're not going to do it now, then you're going to be waiting until next year's WrestleMania to finally have someone beat Roman Reigns. I don't think they can wait that long. That's way too long. You need to wrap up the story. You've had a 3-year story arc of Roman Reigns becoming head of the table, tribal chief, bloodline, Sammy, then Cody. I think there's also a point where you're going to get diminishing returns. And I think that you are at the peak and you need to close the story. Because in wrestling like this, people might say, well, Roman should just keep holding the title. What about his reign? I think you got to tell, like, that's also an interesting story piece. Is like, that's the intrigue. Could Roman retain? Because, there's the 1,000-day reign with the Universal title still in there. So it's totally possible he can win. I'm like, well, that's great intrigue. That makes me want to watch it to see if he wins or loses. So great. But I think you need to close the story so that you could set up the next chapter, move on to the next piece of the story. I'm more interested that if Cody wins, who are going to be Cody's challengers? I think you need some big... That's where I could see, like, you need to move, I don't know, Karrion Kross. Have a draft, move Karrion Kross over to Raw. Get Karrion Kross in the main event. Even for a short-lived feud against Cody. Spooky stuff going on. Kross won't win, but give Kross, like, a little bit of a lift. He needs something. Solo US champ or something because he wasn't bringing it. Yeah, I like Solo to get a title. I could see him being US champ. Draft him over to Raw or swap the titles around. Gunther, I think, retains at Mania. Cody said, too, in an interview, he wanted to wrestle like Johnny Gargano. It's on his list. Him versus Johnny would be fun, just a straight-up face match, but yes, we know who's going to win. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap things up for the day. I'm going to give it about another minute here on the stream. If you got any last-minute questions and stuff that I could answer, you want to chit-chat about, but we're going to wrap things up. Matt's got a dog. I got to go take that dog for a walk, and I got to eat some food, too. A day going. But let me know. You guys have anything else you want to talk about for the next minute or so? Then we're going to wrap it up. Big Floppa is here. Cody versus Braun. That'd be cool. Cody versus Braun Breaker. But bring him in as a heel. Get Braun Breaker up. Main roster. Little Papa Pump style. And get him to go after Cody. Got a chip on his shoulder. You could roll him back down to the mid-card a little bit. But great way to come in and debut. Or re-debut. He was on Raw once. Thanks, Ray. Have a good day. I don't know if if Candice will be DLC. She must be. They got to put her in there. She's ready to go. It's just put her in the game. But I wouldn't be surprised if they put her in as DLC. Mika Cool, what food do I like? All food. Thai, sushi, barbecue, Mexican, Japanese food. I eat pretty much everything. Sushi, I eat everything. There's no one food that I'm really I can't eat this, man. And I don't have allergies or anything. I don't know. I'm always open to have spicy food. Gamma Core, do I really think 2K really updated Universe 1? Not a lot. Small fixes, small tweaks. Gonna look largely the same. I hope that we get the 2-night premium live event option. I hope that's in there. The action item list, I'm excited for because that's a change, and just stability. Otherwise, it's gonna be very much the same. Jalen, in my rise, there is WrestleMania Arena you can unlock. Don't know if you can get it off one or both men. I'm not sure. Wyatt family, Bray, Braun, and Bo. That'd be cool. I think Wade will be DLC. I think so. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap up today's stream. Thank you very much for being here, hanging out, doing all the good stuff. All you guys, channel members, subscribers, new subscribers. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Hit that like button before we walk out the door here. Things look pretty good. We got more updates for you for 2K23 as they roll out. And for the weekend, we might stream. If we do, I'll post about it. I'll let you know, but I really appreciate you guys being here. FBE comes in late and comes in hard. Thank you very much for your channel support. I think Roman Reigns will win at WrestleMania and vacate the championship next and keep the Universal Championship until SummerSlam. That'd be really cool. That would be a very interesting story if they did that. Thank you very much for your support there too, buddy. Thanks for being here, everybody. Enjoy the show. Tier rank titles. If you want to see more stuff like that, we'll do it again. A lot more fun. Thanks again. Too sweet. Bye.